Jesus said to the chief priests and elders of the people, "The kingdom of heaven may be compared to a king who gave a feast for his son's wedding. He sent his servants to call those who had been invited, but they would not come. Next, he sent some more servants. 'Tell those who have been invited,' he said, 'that I have my banquet all prepared. My oxen and fattened cattle have been slaughtered. Everything is ready. Come to the wedding.' But they were not interested. One went off to his farm, another to his business, and the rest seized his servants, maltreated them, and killed them. The king was furious. He dispatched his troops, destroyed those murderers, and burnt their town. Then he said to his servants, 'The wedding is ready, but as those who were invited proved to be unworthy, go to the crossroads in the town and invite everyone you can find to the wedding.' So these servants went out onto the roads and collected together everyone they could find, bad and good alike, and the wedding hall was filled with guests. When the king came in to look at the guests, he noticed one man who was not wearing a wedding garment, and said to him, 'How did you get in here, my friend, without a wedding garment?' And the man was silent. Then the king said to the attendants, 'Bind him hand and foot and throw him out into the dark, where there will be weeping and grinding of teeth. For many are called, but few are chosen.'" It's an interesting parable. In a way, it's a bit like the church. There are a lot of invited guests in the church. A lot fewer turn up to Mass on Sundays. A lot fewer practice their faith. They've had the invitation, but for whatever reason, they decide they carry on with their life the way they want to carry on. So it just sort of reminded me a bit of those, and the ones who were not invited, perhaps like those we're meant to reach out to and bring in, and often they just need an invitation to come.
Right.
They've never been invited, and once they get the invitation, they're on their way.
It comes across to me how great God's love is, that He has expanded and He has spared no expenses, even to the killing of the fatted calves, in reference to His Son Christ. And He spared nothing at all to bring people into the wedding. But unfortunately, some people are very ignorant and very full of pride, and some people just don't want to listen. They're full of themselves, and they think, "Oh, I'm far too busy to heed the invitation." But God's invitation will always be there, and even to the people that have not been invited. So I guess it's mainly up to us to listen and to heed the invitation that God has given to us in regards to our salvation. I mean, that is a great, wonderful feast that awaits us at the end when we do enter. So we need to have the right garment in order to be invited and in order to stay there. So I think that brings out, to me, is when I hear that the gospel, how wonderful and how marvelous and how great God's love is, that He will spare nothing. He will hold back nothing to get His people in to the wedding.
He's a great. It's great how God doesn't discriminate between black and white, or between non-Christian and Jew or whoever. He's very, very open.
Yes,
his kingdom's open to everyone, and it was great how he wanted everyone at that wedding feast. Yet the very ones that he had a special heart for turned around and just virtually spat in his face, really, and said, "No, I'm not coming."
That's what's so sad about it. The his chosen people have turned around and said, "No, thank you. Thank you for that, but no thanks."
Look, so it's really the way of the world, isn't it? Everyone gets busy, and basically it's so easy to crowd out God, crowd out what's important in your life by the things that you do, which you think are more important than anything else.
Yes.
But in the end, what's waiting for you when you come to the end of your time here on earth?
I think the important thing to do, the important thing is for us to listen close to God's call. So if we don't listen, then we miss out.
I agree.